Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to tell you my ranking of all the Arrowverse seasons of the season 2019 to 2020 year. So this any show that started in fall of 2019 and ended in spring of 2020. Some unfortunately didn't get that great of a finale because of the COVID-19 situation. But hey, they wrapped it the best way they could. Some of them did it pretty well. But this is my ranking of the seasons overall. Now, I didn't do a review of all these shows, the seasons. Usually, in the past, I have done the reviews for most of these shows. But this year, I decided because there's way too much television to keep up with. I thought for the Arrowverse, I'm just gonna rank all the seasons to let people know what I thought of it. So I have a list here, and I'm going to read through worst to best. Now, okay, I'm going to take the worst out and say least best, least favorite to favorite there. Because I didn't hate any of these shows. I actually enjoyed them all. Obviously, some more than others, and this is why I'm ranking them. So, my least favorite season of this Arrowverse year is Batwoman Season 1. Yes, of course, it's just the beginning, but for a beginning, I've seen better, I'm going to be honest. I think Arrow had a better Season 1. I think Flash Season 1 is my favorite overall season. If we're going to talk about single seasons, Flash Season 1 had the best. Supergirl, I thought, even had a better season. Maybe it's on par with Legends of Tomorrow for me. I thought it was okay of a season. I did feel the last the last couple of episodes were really good, especially the little tag that they had with the bad guy looking like Bruce Wayne. I thought that was really cool. I was just hoping for a little bit more from this season, like more familiar Batman villains that we know. I know this is Batwoman and not Batman, but I mean, if you're in Gotham City, come on, you gotta bring some of them in. And I did like that we got Hush by the end of it, so that was pretty cool. Next up, I have at number 5, Supergirl Season 5. I really enjoyed this season, and this one was tough to rank it on. The next 3 are pretty much equal to me, but I had to rank them in some capacity, and I decided to put Supergirl at number 5 for me on my list. I liked the season. I thought the second half of the season was a little bit better when Lex Luthor was more included into it, because I like Lex Luthor as a villain, and I think John Cryer just knocks it out of the park. I'm glad he's part of this Arrowverse. The first half of the season was okay, and that's why and the next 2 are pretty much the same thing for me. Which brings me to number 4. I have Black Lightning Season 3. Now, I was kind of disappointed with Black Lightning Season 2. I really enjoyed Season 1 a lot, and I feel this is back on par with Season 1. I felt Season 3 of Black Lightning got things back again, and I did love the surprise that it was now part of the Arrowverse. I thought that was really cool. That's something that I was hoping that they would do when Crisis on Infinite Earths was coming. I was hoping Black Lightning would be part of it. I wasn't expecting them to merge the worlds together with Black Lightning, but I'm happy they did. It's all on the CW. You might as well be part of the same universe. Moving on to number 3, I have The Flash. The Flash, it's very similar to Supergirl, where the first half of the season I was really annoyed with them leading us into Crisis, because they kept giving us the idea that Barry was going to die. But I knew Barry was not going to die. I should have actually put this maybe a little bit lower, below Supergirl and Black Lightning, but because the second half, when they got back from Crisis, I did like the storyline with Iris in the mirror and all that, and the episodes that they had during that time. That's why it rose a little bit on my list. I do really love those characters too a lot, so I thought the second half of the season kind of saved it for me. So there you go. Number 2 on my list. I was going to say 5, but we're at number 2. It's Legends of Tomorrow. That's right. Legends of Tomorrow is becoming a really great show. When it started, it was okay, but I feel season 2 and onward, the show has gotten better and better. It's so much fun to watch. It's so different from the other shows, which keeps it refreshing. Where the other ones, they kind of, maybe that's why Batwoman didn't hit it for me. It's like, it feels like another one of the shows we already have, like Black Lightning and Flash and Supergirl and Arrow, that Legends feels the most different, and that's what's the most fresh about it. And of course, you got to mention the Supernatural crossover that it had. It wasn't really a crossover, but I'll take what I can get. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, the season was great. I'm sad that they got rid of Ray. Ray was one of my favorite characters, but, you know, we have so many other great characters. The show can lose a couple here and there once in a while. Hopefully, some of these characters can come back, the ones that they've gotten rid of in the past. Specifically, Brendan Routh. I think he's an awesome actor, and it would be great. And he didn't want to leave, so it's like, why did you kick off Ray? And now all we have is Mick and Sarah from the original Legends. And look, as long as Sarah stays, because Sarah's the most badass of the team, I'm all good. Finally, my number 1. Should not be a surprise to people because it's the only show that I did a review for the entire season, because it was its final season, to be fair. Arrow Season 8. Yes, Arrow Season 8 to me was a perfect conclusion to Arrow. Maybe not 100% perfect, but it was better than most, the worst season of Arrow. I do think Season 4 was a terrible season. Season 3 is where the terribleness started. It was good in the first half, but then terrible in the second half. But I felt the show pick back up in Season 5. Season 6 was really good. Season 7 was great. And Season 8, you couldn't tie it up. Maybe you could have tied it up a little bit better, but you know what? It was focused. It knew where it was going. It got us to Crisis, and then it wrapped up with 2 more episodes after, and I thought it was really well. I kind of hope they don't do a spin-off of the Green Arrow and the Canaries. I'm happy with not knowing too much about the Arrow future, but I am happy with what we got here. So, with that being said, guys, what are your ranking for the Arrow seasons this year? Is Flash your favorite, or is Black Lightning your favorite, or is Supergirl? Maybe Batwoman was your favorite. I don't know. I don't know how popular Batwoman was. So I saw a lot of hate on IMDb, though. Those scores on IMDb don't look good. I'm like, I don't think it was that bad. Come on, guys. It's like a 7 out of 10 kind of show. Come on. Nothing can be a 1 out of 10. Stop. Unless it's like, I don't know, Mortal Kombat Annihilation bad. Or Heroes Season 4 bad. With that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, especially if you're a huge fan of the Arrowverse. Of course, I'm a fan of it. And I like talking, when they do the crossovers, for sure I'll review those. And I know Superman and Lois is coming out next year, so that's going to be another Arrowverse show to tie into next year's rankings. I'll try to do this. I think this is more easier than reviews. So, with that being said, until next time, take care.